sticking with your weather, let's check back in with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy this afternoon. Alana, some intense weather across the country that we're tracking.
Yes, and we've got a cold front here at home. That's what we keep our eyes on this afternoon and evening. Live view from Oak City, where you can see some thunderstorm development in the corner of your screen. That cold front is a weak one, but we have enough moisture and it's providing enough lift for us to see some active skies. Satellite radar shows that front draped from southwestern Wyoming all the way to southern Utah. We put it into motion, and you notice how we see an increase of coverage in the West Desert, a few spotty showers towards Cache Valley, and then over in the basin. So can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm for the rest of the evening. Now, we don't pick up a tremendous amount of moisture, and that's something we're lacking as we near the end of May. Look at our major cities. We're below average when it comes to precipitation in Salt Lake, St. George, Cedar City, and Logan, and in some of those spots significantly, especially towards Cache Valley. So it's been a dry May, but we're coming off of a healthy winter, so we're okay. But we're the high desert. We like that moisture when it comes through. Live view from Zion National Park with clear skies in Washington County. The Red Rock, the greenery, just one of the best places, I think, in the Beehive State, but we've got a lot of them. Tough to compete and rank them. 60s and 70s out there right now. It's 77 in Salt Lake, very close to seasonal. 78's our average high. We're matching the Wasatch back. A little warmer over in Vernal. Look at the 90s towards Green River and Moab, so the eastern side of the state cooking. 94 in St. George right now. That is above average for this time of year. 91 is typically where we see the Southwest Desert. 70s turning into 60s with a slight chance of an isolated storm. Eyes to the skies, especially for central Utah, but by ABC 4 News at 10, we've hit the low 60s with mostly clear skies. Now, this cold front's going to do its job. It's going to bring some impact here and knock down temperatures as we head into tomorrow. Let's track the front because you're going to see it on the move on our Futurecast, really focusing energy in central Utah for the potential of storms that moves towards the eastern side of the state with spotty activity from the I-70 corridor, Richfield to Cedar City, quieter along the Wasatch Front. We dry out as we head into the overnight, and we're going to cool down as well. Some lingering moisture in south central and southeastern Utah could maybe lead to a stray storm tomorrow evening, but other than that, we'll be quiet throughout the rest of the Beehive State with cooler temperatures than today. A little cloud cover Friday by noon over the I-70 corridor, but all in all, pretty quiet. Big picture here shows an active pattern, but we don't get a lot of moisture with this, so we will see cold fronts keeping our temperatures at bay. Here's the one coming through today with high pressure briefly setting up. Doesn't stay that way as we head into the weekend. Latter half of the weekend, another front comes through. That will knock down temperatures. And then into early next week, by Tuesday, a low wants to sneak on through, bringing the potential for some cooler air before high pressure takes over and warm things up in the western United States, and that includes in the Beehive State. Temperatures for tomorrow will be the coolest over the next 7 days. Not like awesome, have a good summer cool, as in cooler than where we were today. 60s and 70s out there, 70s and 80s on the eastern side of the state. South central, southeastern Utah could see an isolated storm with that lingering moisture, but overall, pleasant temperatures. 70s for the I-15 corridor. The heat's on in the south. Who turned it? It wasn't me. I didn't turn it on, but you're facing it in Washington County. We get 90s, high 90s, like, hi, it's breezy, but then it gets windy for the weekend. Temperatures cool slightly, but still, that's hot. First triple-digit day of the year. That could be next week. I know what you're thinking. It's pool season, and so you just have to get through this time in St. George with air conditioning and lots of water. Wasatch Front has a slight chance as the systems I showed you graze the state, move through, keeps our temperatures from really jumping above average. We see some low 80s, some mid 80s, but 78's the average high, and we're above that for every day but tomorrow. So you like the 70s, we deliver. And I feel like tomorrow's going to be really nice.
Okay, and I liked the options you gave for St. George. Pool, air conditioning, and water. Those are your 3 options.
Listen, I lived there. I know how it goes.
That's St. George living.
Yes, that is it.
We'll take it. Yeah. Okay, Alana, thank you very much. Check